In the summer of 1947, an alien spacecraft was on a sensitive mission to Earth to retrieve a substance thousands of times more valuable than spice from the Dunes era. This spacecraft carried members of the GPCD, Galactic Poof Dirt Cartel, under the command of Protector of the Universe, Colonel Naj Saram. The GPCD's mission was to collect and return home with a powdery substance referred to as Poof Dirt by the aliens. These riches that he pursued were the extent remaining from mining tailings in the vicinity of a small cave carved in the side of a mountain situated in a remote desert valley known today as Pahrump, Nevada. However, the spacecraft never reached its final destination, but instead crashed outside Roswell, New Mexico. The Galaxy Scientific Federation revealed to Emperor Najikol that if this remaining supply of Poof Dirt, which maintains the well-being of the members of the universe, were to be sealed in airtight containers, it would continue to hold its amazing powers. Whereas before this point in time, Poof Dirt would disseminate when exposed to the various atmospheric elements. Thus, the reason this mission's undertaking to save the last remaining mining tailings had been so critical for the future of the alien universe. Unfortunately, with the crash of the spaceship, it was thought to be lost to the universe entirely until recently. An old retired professor who specialized in alien hieroglyphic linguistics turned gold prospector stumbled across the mining cave that contained the remains of Poof Dirt. There, written on the wall of this cave in alien hieroglyphics, was the secret of the substance known as Poof Dirt and its value to mankind. The professor also noticed a more recent writing that he later contributed to Colonel Saram, who miraculously must have survived the crash and made his way to the cave. The colonel had scrawled on the cave wall the final secret of how to maintain Poof Dirt in its present form to protect its powers. Professor A.E., as he was called by the locals, wrote down the location of the cave and the secrets it held on parchment paper to keep it with him for safekeeping. He knew it could help others, yet he selfishly continued on his own quest for gold and personal wealth. Others could wait. While in the desert and enjoying my solitude on a dune buggy outing, on a typically very hot summer day, I suddenly noticed in the distance what seemed to be a mirage. As I rode closer, it was a frail figure of a man, standing up and waving his hands, speaking aloud, as though lecturing to a crowd. Yet I could see no one else around. Concerned, I had to stop and see if I could be of assistance, offer water or a ride. He quietly explained to me who he was, then handed me a parchment scroll, smiled, and as quickly as he appeared, he disappeared. It was not a mirage. I was holding the scroll. After the shock wore off of his sudden disappearance, I started reading the words written. Now, the shock of watching him disappear was nerve-ending enough. But when I read what Poof Dirt might do for those who are fortunate enough to have this substance, I was further stunned beyond belief. While Poof Dirt is worn around your neck in its sealed container, if you feel bad is about to happen to you, Just clasp the vial with your hand gently and say the secret alien words, Hotis Gibel Vort, to ward off misfortunes. As my years are also in the evening of life, I have made a decision to share the remaining Perumpian Poof Dirt with the select few humans or aliens bold enough to purchase these vials containing authentic Perumpian Poof Dirt as illustrated. A limited supply of genuine Perumpian Poof Dirt is available. Order now before the last remaining supply is gone.